Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2022 Garden State Film Festival, celebrating its amazing 20th anniversary year. My name is Ming Chen.
CJ Cullen.
And I have a bunch of guys here, awesome filmmakers. I met them last night. Already big fans. They brought beer.
We brought beer.
Yeah, Kane Head High. Thank you very much.
Now they're our favorites. Sorry.
Our favorites.
Classic.
Well,
It's a free plug.
Classic. Yeah. Could you introduce yourselves, please?
Yes, I'm Daniel Meyers. I'm the writer-director of the film Monitor and the audio story Fading Kingdoms. We have two things here. So.
Oh, great.
My name is Brian May. I'm starring in Monitor, and I'm one of the lead characters in Fading Kingdoms.
My name is J. Michael Baran. I play one of the characters in the movie Monitor. I'm also involved with Fading Kingdoms as well.
As you can tell by that amazing voice he has.
I love it. If we need any strong voiceover,
Rolling.
Has
the
one
to
call. Has any played yet today?
No, so our film's screening at 10 p.m. tonight here.
Here at the Continental room.
And Fading Kingdoms, the audio story, is here. Lauren Concorshihi, rock star. Thank you very much.
Love you,
for
Lauren.
Thank you. You're the best.
She saw our film, and then we got this talking a little bit, and she found out we did the audio story too.
Yeah.
And she wants to have film festivals have more of like an initiative to have entertainment for visually impaired.
Oh, wow.
So she's
okay.
like, can I use Fading Kingdom? I'm like, 100%.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah. So it's really cool.
We got lucky with the timing because Fading Kingdoms was a total pandemic project. Dan reached out to me with an idea he had about a big fantasy epic trilogy.
Yeah.
And we obviously couldn't afford to do it with real cameras and real people, so
Right.
we decided to create it all sonically.
That's cool. That's amazing. And which us as a podcast studio are all you
For sure.
100%.
Thank you very much. And we're another as if the beer wasn't enough. You guys are very local. You guys are in Shrewsbury, which is where I live.
Yeah,
and
Jersey
which is pretty
boys.
much
Neighbors.
Eatontown.
Yeah, it's
here,
great.
Yeah,
And,
Eatontown,
so I mean,
Shrewsbury, Red Banks, the podcast studio.
Yeah. I mean, Fading Kingdoms might have to transition. I don't know, but
anytime the studio's always open for you guys.
Yeah, well, appreciate
Awesome.
it. But
Appreciate
I mean,
that.
just being local filmmakers, it's such a treat to be at this festival.
Yeah.
This festival is incredible. The stuff you guys do to help us Jersey filmmakers get out there, like we can't thank you enough. So.
I saw you guys at the cocktail hour thing last
Oh, yeah.
night. You guys were having a blast. I'm like, hey, dude,
we'll
come
be
on.
here again tonight.
Yeah, then come on
Excellent time.
over
Yeah.
to the unofficial official after party. And did you go to the filmmaker thing on Thursday as well?
Yes, so we've done
We've been here to everything.
We've
Nice.
taken full advantage.
as you
I'm actually
should.
pretty tired right now, so the 10 p.m. block is going to be rough.
not till tomorrow. You can sleep.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tonight,
exactly.
that's true.
tonight
Exactly.
we party,
That's true,
my friends.
but we're excited. So.
Yeah, for sure. Tell me about Monitor.
Monitor is a sci-fi short, and it's about a man and his dog, a tech-addicted man and his dog, and they experience strange and mysterious technological phenomena around the house. And he's the lead. My dog Hooper is a co-lead, and
All right.
J. Michael Baran
Steals the show.
is
Yeah,
an
maybe a
incredible
dog
supporting
award, huh?
character in the film. And these guys are just incredible. In the film.
That's amazing. And we talked yesterday. So you shot it on your street in Shrewsbury.
Yeah,
so
it's every single frame.
Truly
of the movie-
homegrown.
okay.
Yeah.
Truly
It's as homegrown as
Wow.
it gets. Every frame in the film is in Shrewsbury, probably like a half mile from where you live.
Right.
So,
awesome.
and because Brian and I have been doing stuff on our own. We are like true independent artists. So we're just thrilled to be here along with other productions, that have budgets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I was like, wow, what's it like?
Yeah.
What's it like to have some money and like?
I know. Maybe next
You
one.
guys ate? You guys got to eat?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, but you guys fed food?
You
Have
only
you worked on-
you only focus on one thing. You don't have to wear 10
I know,
hats.
right? Yeah.
Have you guys worked together on other projects before these?
Yes. So I don't know if you want to take this. Brian
No, you do.
Brian kind of got me into this. He started making movies. He's done a couple features. Obviously, J. Michael's been around, legend long before us. And Brian kind of pulled me into his little world, and he was directing a bunch of short indie films.
Yeah.
I was an actor initially, and then pandemic hit. I had this idea of Fading Kingdoms. Then I really got the juice for like the whole producing and directing thing.
Right.
And then for this one, we wrote the script, and I was just like, hey, can I direct it? And Brian's like, all right, I'll just act.
It was really a coup. It was like, hey, Dan, do you want to become a filmmaker so I can
Yeah.
just be the lead in all of your projects?
Right,
I think that's a
right.
fair deal.
Again, that cuts a couple titles off my plate.
For sure.
And which is
And
which is great.
where's all your features? Where can we see these?
I have hard drives buried in a closet, so I'll have to dig them out and find them for you.
Throw them on YouTube, mark them private if you have to, but preserve
yeah,
them.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah.
Preserve them.
They've played at a couple smaller festivals. Obviously,
okay.
they've had lives of their own, as they always do.
He's being humble. They've done
Okay,
well.
I understand because he recently posted some kung fu movie he did years ago on like a VHS camcorder.
Years ago. It's probably like
And he's
30
like, hey,
years ago.
yeah, he's like, hey man, check
It's all relative. It's all
Man,
relative.
chicks that was watching it. I was like, okay, this is not great. This is possibly racist, but like,
no.
okay, but preserve. This is what you were doing 30 years ago. Like, this is cool. It's like a good snapshot.
Yeah, it would not work today.
It's all a learning curve.
It was like Kung Pao.
Learning curve.
We with Monitor. I mean, it was just the 2-man crew.
Yeah.
Literally, we had one of
Holy
my
crap.
friends, Zach, do the audio with the boom mic.
Right.
J. Michael, he's the true pro, so he was in and out. We only had him for like 7 hours.
Veteran.
And
Knocked it out, though.
so Brian's setting up for shots. Like he's lead actor setting up like lighting with me. And so it's true like independent team. But one shout out we have to make is our composer Natas Kunas. The sound and the music.
Incredible.
How did
score.
you find that?
It's incredible stuff.
Yeah,
It's
where
really
he doesn't
good.
sound like a Shrewsbury.
He
native.
is Lithuania, I believe.
Okay.
Apologize, Natas, if I'm wrong. So hope he's doing well out there with everything that's going on. But we just found him through the internet, through those connecting.
Been hearing
artist
a lot
channels
about
and-
that
Yeah, we
today,
were-
right?
a lot
A lot
of
of
that
that today
it's-
with finding
it's
music
truly incredible. I
and
mean, that's
animation.
so
incredible.
the podcast we do, the audio story, Fading Kingdoms, like that. We have like 30, 40 actors all through that network of just like you throw a script up and
That's
you get
how
people.
J. Michael entered the circle. He did a voice role in Fading Kingdoms, and then obviously he was local in New Jersey, so we had this part, and it just couldn't have worked out better.
I saw the thing on Backstage, and so I submitted my demo reel to him. And I had my own studio because during COVID, everybody all of a sudden, all voiceover actors had to come up with something, and even if it was a cardboard box they had at home.
Did you make the closet studio?
You know what I did is I have I down in the basement, and my wife, she grinses every time she goes down there. Is we have I have racks of old clothes, and she may of course wonder why I have old clothes when I should have been giving them to Goodwill. If I do that, then I don't have a sound booth anymore.
Yep.
So I've got clothes surrounding me. I have a mattress on the top, a mattress behind me, and then I have my NT 1A mic and everything else. So I have a pro studio down there. So. All I did was just submitted a demo reel of some stuff, and they say, "Oh, we want you to do it." So then they give me the script, I record it, and I ship it off to them. By email. Next thing I know, boom, I got the. They send it out, and I get it on Spotify or whatever podcast is out there.
Wow.
Truly signs of the time, these projects.
It's
it's amazing. Yeah, really.
It's great that you can do them all yourself. You can produce
Yeah,
it
I
yourself.
mean,
you can do them at home.
There's no excuse not
it's
to
like,
if you want to.
That's what I keep telling people.
Yeah, the short film, it's like obviously we make that, we want people to see it. The Fading Kingdoms thing is like, how can we present a story that we believe in and we trust, like as almost like a proof of concept?
Right.
And like, all right, we'll just put it out into the world as an audio story. Like it's truly independently made. We could probably increase the production value, but we know the story's so good. And like just put it out into the world, see what happens. So it's like really amazing. There's really no excuse to not just make stuff.
That's cool. And it's on Spotify right now?
Yeah, it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts,
iTunes
and it's
okay.
streaming on the website for gsff.org.
Oh, wow.
Are they playing
Yeah.
it here in years past? In
Yeah.
certain places, they've had the music of the songs of people.
Oh,
playing.
cool.
Yeah, like atmosphere booths. Or, you can
Oh,
for
really?
everyone that was nominated or the
Yeah.
songs that were coming in, if you go into a room, you'd hear it.
Oh, that's
before
cool.
the films.
Yeah.
Really
cool.
cool.
Are they doing anything like
I
that?
think so. It's on the virtual festival. It's
Okay.
titled Cinema for the Ears.
That's cool.
And then it's so
Which
it's
was
there.
really the goal. So to even be here with Fading Kingdoms it's just really incredible
Yeah.
to have that journey start in
Yeah.
the pandemic
Yeah.
in our bedrooms
Right.
and see it here for people to be able to listen
Yeah.
to is
It's
really
awesome.
it's humbling. It's very incredible.
When you think about it, the media has gone almost literally full circle, because originally, if you take a point, go back to the 1920s and 30s when the radio first started, that was all you had was radio dramas.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you sit down there and you can, if you especially go on Sirius XM, you hear radio dramas with Greg Bell, I believe his name is.
They're going to bring back the Shadow.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, and the
Green
fact is
Hornet,
that that's all they played, and as one of my drama teachers in college said, it is theater of the mind, because that's all you had was the sound effects and the story. But there was no visual, but it was like you listened to it and you could picture where you were. I mean, right here in New Jersey, was where the
War of the
setting was
Worlds.
for War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
And I was in one of those. I was in a podcast for that where I played just a small role, and it was
They
a guy says,
redid it?
says,
Redid
what do you mean
it?
where they're shooting? Let's call the FBI. Let's call the army. You know, so it was a type of story that faded away. It wasn't. CBS was the last known group to have a radio show back in the '60s, the CBS Mystery Theater.
Now they're back.
And then back in the 80s, I was involved in Atlanta with a radio theater group, a radio drama group, but it was very small. They only had it on, let's say, the NPR station down there.
Wow.
But there were a lot of writers and actors that were involved in that, and their works are now on MP3. You could find them on Spotify and different places. So it's come back full circle.
Yeah.
And I only see it
Yeah.
growing bigger.
No, and the other thing is like we had people recording on professional studios, you know, with whatever they could do, and people recording on iPhones,
Right.
whatever they had,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
whatever
whatever-
we could
however
do,
you could get it, yep.
whatever we could do to put it together, we did, and it came out.
And
wonderful.
to bring it back to Monitor, the film, so much of the film is designed around the sound design and
Yeah.
and everything that he learned because he did the post on it
Right.
from Fading Kingdoms. So that skill set transitioned to Monitor, which is so much about like the characters hearing sounds and like it's really they've kind of almost
Yeah,
married each
intertwined,
other.
right?
Intertwined,
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very related. They're sibling projects
Yes,
for sure.
100%.
In
That's
that
awesome.
regard, yeah.
I heard a really cool quote which relates to what we do. And the quote is like podcasts are visual. I'm like, well, how so? As you're listening to them, you form the picture in your mind.
Yeah.
That gives you even greater connection to
Yeah.
what you're listening to.
Yeah.
So the fact that
for
you
sure.
did an audio drama is, I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Monitor. What inspired you guys to create Monitor? Are you tech addicted? I know I am.
So
I am.
Hard not
I
to
admit
be.
it.
I mean,
So
for sure.
I guess like
Yeah.
the avenue I'm going down with the stories that I like to tell is cautionary tales.
Okay.
Like Fading Kingdoms is a cautionary tale in a lot of ways. Monitor, with the whole how fast the world's moving in terms of our addiction to technology, we're all guilty of it. It's not some like pretentious piece saying
Right.
technology's bad. It's more of just like this is where it might be going.
Yeah.
And there's an element. I think when you watch the film, it's like there's a surface level narrative that you can kind of like, pretty much easily follow. Then there's like a little deeper narrative
Okay.
to where you can kind of
the second level.
bring your own interpretation of it.
Right.
So it's, I think, both accessible and, thought provoking at the same time.
You
That
know,
makes sense.
and it ties into Fading Kingdoms in the sense that Dan was really pushing to try and make a project with our limited means that felt like it had scope.
Right.
True.
So Fading Kingdoms was easier in that regard because it's all audio.
Oh,
So
yep.
we could make, battle sequences, travel
Right,
sequences.
right. Yeah, you
but
do
for
whatever
Monitor,
you wanted.
we had to say, okay, how can we talk about or how can we depict certain things happening in your bedroom,
Because it
in
is
your
happening.
backyard?
So the goal was how can we make a film feel global
Yeah.
in the traditional chamber drama sense of
Okay.
like we shot on one location. We tried to make it as visually interesting as
Right.
possible and feel bigger than it is. And I think we accomplished it. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
here.
You'll see for yourself today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's at
Yeah.
10 p.m. right?
10 p.m.
10
100%.
p.m.
It seems
Yeah.
like there's a lot of people we're interviewing that have these late night 10
I
p.m.
love it
shows,
though.
right?
I love it 'cause
And on a
it's
Saturday
almost
night,
like- yeah.
where else would you
Right.
want to be at a
Yeah.
festival?
Yeah, for
Saturday
sure.
night,
Because
watching
people go out
movies.
to eat, come
They
back,
come back, they're
get-
full, they're happy.
yeah, ready, and then
Go watch the flick,
Yeah.
and then afterwards go grab a drink and
For
go
sure.
after
Beer's here.
party. Beer is here for sure.
100%.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ross Brewing. I
Yeah.
love you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
you get a lot of audience out there just walking by, waving,
Love
watching
It's
it.
us.
cool.
Really, the atmosphere of this festival.
Incredible.
This
yeah, it's
Incredible.
cool, right?
So I guess
I love it.
one more
Incredible.
shout out to you guys, to Lauren Concorshehi, Diane Raver,
Diane,
everyone.
yeah,
like
Heather,
Amazing crew.
everybody.
A+.
Yeah,
A+,
very
and we're just
humbling
honored
to
to
be
be a part.
here in our own state. It's really great.
Yeah, for sure. And I like, I love that you guys are local. Like, I didn't know there were filmmakers in Shrewsbury.
I know,
gotta be
right?
honest.
It's
Like,
always
I don't,
great to
yeah, I
see.
mean,
You never
yeah.
know. Everywhere,
Yeah.
every town, we got
True.
a bunch of us.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, what did you guys shoot on? What kind of?
We
what
shot
kind of gear?
on Blackmagic 4K.
Oh, okay,
Okay, yeah,
nice.
that's
Okay,
nice.
yeah,
very
and then we
nice.
had really good lenses through this guy, and
That's what makes the movie.
and I maybe
what it's
overused
all
my.
about.
I love a wide lens, wide
Yeah.
shot.
That-
So
capture
yeah.
more of the frame, my
Yeah,
friends.
so it looks great. Like we shot it in 2.5 days, and so it was a lot of run and gun, a lot
Oh,
of
sure,
lot
yeah.
of fast paced moving. So like
it's the only way.
Right, we're
Yeah.
losing the light. Come on, we
Oh,
gotta go.
yeah.
Or your
Yeah.
neighbors in Shrewsbury,
So
where
quick-
they're like, "What are you doing?"
He had to warn his neighbors, like, okay, we're gonna be running around with the camera, just so you know.
A quick funny story if we have time. Like,
Yeah.
so
have
like,
time.
so when you obviously filmmakers know when like you're trying to get in focus, like the red dots or the green dots show up on,
Sure.
on the whatever.
Yes.
We're shooting a lot of the scenes outside, and for whatever reason, I chose this angle where J. Michael's like looking down at the camera, fixing something. Brian's behind him, and I'm shooting directly into the sun, so I can't see what's in focus. and
Maybe
what's
it's
not
in focus. Let's see.
So it's literally just like, well, let's try it. So we had to keep running in to dump the footage to see if it's focused and run back out.
Oh,
Just
Holy
wow,
crap.
yeah.
True,
We've
like
all been there.
independent spirit
We've all been
behind
there.
this, but
What?
we're so proud of it.
Keep
so.
that in. That's the J.J. Abrams lens flare. Yeah,
Oh,
okay, we
But
got
it
it.
is,
Yeah.
it is the lens flare in his face.
Yeah.
What's the next project for
Yeah,
you
what are you
guys
guys working on now?
So I'm currently we're in post production for Fading Kingdoms Part 3.
Okay.
Okay.
And
A true trilogy.
a true trilogy with one spin-off story that he wrote.
Okay.
And then we pretty much finished writing another short film. It's kind of like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's my take on the zombie genre, the twist.
Okay.
So, hopefully it's something new and a very watered down genre, so we'll see. I love that genre. I was like, I have to make it.
Yeah, I'm
my wife's like,
obsessed
what's
with
the
it.
next thing you're writing? I'm
Yeah.
like, zombies. She's like, no. Hate zombies.
I
That's
love
exactly
Yeah.
why I'm doing it.
Yeah,
then.
and that's
Yes.
why I'm doing it. And you're
And
going to get eaten.
hopefully,
it. I'm obsessed with that stuff.
hopefully we'll be back next year.
Hopefully
with
we'll be
that
back
short
for next
film.
year.
That's the energy we're putting out there.
My my
Right
hope
here on
is
the couch.
that we're
No
right
doubt.
here a year
No
from
doubt.
now
Yeah.
with you running and gunning, shooting a
Yeah.
zombie movie
Yeah.
like at the Grove in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
like
No, that's just me just being a crazy person running
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
No, but next year, if we're here next year, I'll bring 2 4-packs of Head High instead of one.
That's a deal.
So
yeah, and
We got it
You
recorded.
You heard it first, folks.
overhead
Yes.
and overhead.
Well, if you do that, we're gonna have 10 cases of beer instead of 5. So we're all doubling down, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
amazing.
Bigger and better
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
year.
Do you have a
Cool.
website or social media?
Yeah,
for-
so social websites, DanielJMyers.com.
okay.
BrianMaybe.com, like maybe,
jmichaelbaran.com.
And then FadingKingdoms.com is the audio story.
Okay.
It's available Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yeah, subscribe to it. Come on, give it a 5-star
yeah,
rating.
it's
Yeah,
one
do it.
click.
Subscribe,
Yeah.
come on.
One
And
click.
then my Instagram's Myers J Daniel.
Okay.
Or at Myers J Daniel. And I don't know if you guys want to plug that.
It's on the
come on.
website. Go to
It's
the
on the
website.
website. It's all there.
Website.
Right? Who
What
cares?
about some of your work from a voiceover?
Oh, well,
we-
but in addition to doing Fading Kingdoms, I was also involved with a program called North to South, which was actually, it's a sort of like a black comedy about the troubles in
Oh, yeah,
Northern
Ireland,
Ireland.
yeah.
And so it's British, I saw it once again on backstage, and this woman was looking for actors who could speak, with an Irish brogue. So of course I tried to do my Irish brogue as much as I could. But she said, no, it doesn't come across. But she says, there's something about your voice that I want to use. And I said, well, how about if you allow me to narrate? So I just sat there and gave her some narration.
Yeah.
Great
So
narration.
I ended up narrating the beginning and the ending of the entire series. It was like five episodes.
Wow.
So that would be one. And then, of course, the another one that I was on was like one of the last Onion podcasts. It was about a deer who had
cool.
been shot and killed,
Right.
and it was like they were trying to find the murderer of this deer. And I said, so it's like that was fun to do because I love the Onion. So it's I do voiceover work. I sit down there and send out my demos all the time. I'm auditioning for narration, whatever it is. The hardest stuff is the medical stuff because you have to sit down there and come up with all these chemical terms and try to say it in such a way and pretty fast. Like says, yes, it will kill you. So die. Don't do it now. Something like that. So it
You can
works.
make anything sound good.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
You have that talent.
So
You got
I
that knack.
narrate Fading Kingdoms, and he has to keep talking me off a ledge because I just want to fire myself and hire someone like him to take over the narration.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough work being a narrator for an audiobook or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very every word has to be enunciated perfectly,
Yep.
and you have to have that sound and.
You're carrying the whole
Yeah,
thing.
control your breathing, all that
Yeah,
stuff. man. I was
it's
like, oh, man.
it's tough. So like
That's why they call. That's why they have DAWs. Audit. That's why you edit the stuff out. So that's
Yeah.
the hardest part is going in and cleaning up and getting rid of the breaths and the clicks and all the
sure.
other stuff.
For-
that
yeah.
for-
anybody who's in voiceover will know what I'm talking about.
For Fading Kingdoms, Dan, the process is like he'll gather all the stuff. He'll put the scene together. I'm not talking to the mic.
That's
He'll
fine.
put the scene together and then
keep drinking.
Yeah, he'll put the scene together, send it over to me, and I'll listen to some of the B-roll from some of his. It's just frustration. Him trying to get through a line. Slamming the
Then
desk.
I will have nailed a line of narration, but right towards the end, it's downstairs. My wife going, "Babe,
Oh yeah, baby. We
the
dog needs to go out.
The dog needs to go out.
fries are done. Like
Or the heater kicks on in my place, so then that. So I've got to stop.
Yeah.
room tone, filter it out.
How do you guys
Yeah.
deal with that? Because I just shut off my heat or AC. How do you deal with that in the studio?
In the studio, it's not that loud.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
although in the
It's
colder
there
months,
sometimes, but you don't hear it
Yeah, in
so
the
bad.
colder months, there's
Yeah.
like a heating unit in the back.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Right.
It's a pretty slow buzz.
I almost passed out when
Yeah,
I
Dan's
do a
literally
narration
sweating
in like
through the
July.
narration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
In the summer.
I'm like the airplane
Yep.
where he's like flying there, he's
Yeah,
sweating.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like with the microphone from
You,
me.
you do what you got to do, my
And all of a
friend.
sudden it just goes on.
Because we love it. And
what
we're
you
gonna
gotta do.
Yeah, we love it. So
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Great.
So
Yeah,
much.
thank you for having us. I
This was
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thanks for
Great.
having
Yeah.
us. Really.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You guys are-
Great
you guys are
festival.
Always
Great
welcome.
festival.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you for
Awesome.
the beers.
100%.
And
Thank you.
Yeah, check out Monder.
Yep.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
here.
Tonight. Yeah.
Continental room at the Berkeley and Fallen Kingdoms online and at online
Yep.
Spotify, iTunes. Definitely check that out.
Yep.
Films all weekend, still
All
going on. Like
Going
past
on.
10 o'clock
Tonight,
like all
10
night,
o'clock.
man.
Be there.
You know,
Tomorrow afternoon, morning, afternoon.
Yeah.
you know you're not doing anything better than I come down and see their film at the Berkeley. Then come
Do it.
dude. Then you come party with us.
Yes.
All
we
of
come
us.
party
It's a
with us.
win-win.
It
It's a
really
win-win.
is.
It's a great festival.
Yes.
It really is.
GFFF.org 20th anniversary. They're doing something right. Thank you guys so much.
you guys.
Rock on,
Appreciate it.
guys.
Coming
Thank
on.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for your
everyone
time.
watching. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.